Okay, guys, here we go. Example number 3 says, solve the formula for the variable that is set off by the semicolon at the end of the formula. So I've got s is equal to n over 2 times a plus 1. And we want to get the n by itself. Okay? Now remember, adding and subtracting first, multiplying and dividing second. But think about what's happening to the n. What do I want to get rid of first? What do you think, Kyle? I'm sorry? Oh, is it an L? I'm sorry. A plus L. There we go. Thank you. It is an L. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. If I multiply this side by 2, right, and I multiply this side by 2, I'm going to get 2s. And remember, this is really just one term. It's two things being multiplied, right? N over 2 times a plus L. So when I multiply by 2, the 2's just cancel, and now I have n times a plus, whoa, come on, smart board, a plus L. Now, how do I get rid of the a plus L that's in parentheses there, Troy? Divide this side by a plus L and divide this side. Come on, smart board. That's ridiculous. This side by a plus L and divide this side by a plus L. So now this just cancels and I'm left with n. And on this side I have 2s over a plus L. Now I've got n by itself. All right? Devin, yeah. How come, you mean why, right? It's not 2a plus 2l? Oh, let me ask you something. What if I said 2 times 3 times 6? Would I multiply the 2 times the 3 and the 2 times the 6? When do I, how many terms are inside these parentheses? Not how many numbers, how many terms? One term, because they're not separated by plus and minus, right? So I can't distribute it because there's only one term in there. Same thing here. Even though there's a plus and minus, you see it's just this times that. So I don't distribute it to this, to n over 2 and a plus L. Those two things are being multiplied. I could have distributed the n, but I want to get the n by itself. I don't want to spread it out, right? I want to leave it separate so I can just get rid of this a plus L and leave n by itself. All right? Thank you, Devin. Those are good questions. All right? CB, what you got?
If the problem started out as 2s over a plus L equals n, and your job was to get s by itself,
right?
How would you know to, when you distributed the 2 back on the other side, how would you know to put it under the n?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do this. So CB is saying, what if we started here with this? How would we go back? Okay, well, the first thing I'd want to do is multiply this by a plus L, right? So they'd cancel out. And this times a plus L. Correct? Okay, so this goes away. I get 2s is equal to n times a plus L. Like that. Now, I need to divide by 2. And I'm going to get s is equal to n times a plus L all over 2. Right? Now, that doesn't look like what we started with. But let me ask you something. Do you agree that n times a plus L over 2 is the same thing as a half times n times a plus L? Does that make sense? Right? Can I multiply these things in any order? Because they're all being multiplied, so I can just get that s is equal to n over 2 times a plus L.
So the n over 2 is just one way to write it?
It's just one way to write it.
You could write it other ways and still get the same answer?
Yes. Yep. In fact, I kind of like this way a little bit better than the way they started us. That looks cleaner, right? But it's not as, it's easier to see what we need to do, right? And they wanted us to have to look at it a little. All right, let me stop this one, guys, and I'll see you at the next example.